Good afternoon. I hope everybody had a joyous Easter and a great spring break if it was your spring break time. During this Easter season, which is 50 days because Pentecost is 50 days after Easter, we celebrate the resurrection of Jesus, and that is our hope. That is our hope in the midst of this world of suffering. During the Easter season, on Sundays and Saturday nights, I will be doing a sermon series on our readings from the book of 1 John. And in that book, we hear about the present age, which is this age of that we live in right now. It's often filled with suffering and death and things that are not always terribly pleasant. And the age to come, which is God's kingdom, which is that time when God's vision for the world will be realized, and we will experience fully God's love and compassion for the world. And Jesus Christ, of course, is a glimpse of that vision of the world that God has, breaking into the world, the harsh world that we often experience in our lives. And I have a reflection today from unfoldinglight.net called Wounded Garden. It was written yesterday in response to both Easter and the shooting in Minneapolis. So here is Steve Garnaas-Holmes' reflection, Wounded Garden. Even as the golden dust of the resurrection falls, settling on our shoes like heaven's pollen, as we look up at angels receding, as the exuberant news echoes in our hearts, even now, stepping into new lives of joy and gratitude, our hearts are broken. We lament, we are silent, we scream. Injustice continues its hungry rounds. Death is granted permission to hunt on our grounds. Another shot rings out. We cry out, "How long, O Lord?" But we don't cry alone. The song rises, the sorrowful, courageous song, the hymn of gentle defiance, still flows through the throats of the faithful. This wounded garden, this is the very place of resurrection. We who have died and been raised are not afraid to cry out, to be silent, to listen, to act, to sing. We will do justice and love kindness and walk humbly with God. We will no longer be afraid to do justice, to love kindness, to walk humbly with God. Even in the lingering darkness, we are not afraid, for Christ is rising. Christ is rising indeed. And that is our hope, that in the death and resurrection of Christ, we can work for a better world. We can be the image of Christ's love and compassion in the world. Here at Trinity, we are worshiping in person on Saturday evenings at 5. You're welcome to join us. Masks are required, and the pews are marked off for distancing. And on Sunday morning, we remain on Facebook Live at 9:30. So hope that you will join us, and blessings to you today.